You have a right to protest, and you have a right to express your views, as long as you do that within the parameters of the law. The legal threshold to ban or to place conditions on either a procession or an assembly is extremely high. So the bar is set very, very high for somebody to interfere, the authorities to interfere, the government or the police to interfere in that right. For processions, an application can be made under the law to ban temporarily for a period of time, but it has to be very, very closely linked to information and a reasonable belief that it may result or it will result in serious disorder, serious damage to property, or serious disruption to the community.
So given that both of those events went ahead at the same time, you didn't have serious concerns about potential for serious disorder?
And it's important to distinguish also between the two events. So what we had was a notification submitted by the organizers of the Path for Peace Palestine Solidarity March. So that was the march, the procession, that came in first. And within a few days, we got a notification from the organizers of the Bring Them Home Now, which was not a march, it was not a procession, it was an assembly. During the week in the lead up to the events itself, there was a lot of engagement almost daily with the organizers of both events. There were a lot of conversations about what was allowed, what wasn't allowed. Leaflets were actually handed out to protesters about what things could not happen.
And did anything cross those lines?
No, absolutely not. In terms of...
No crimes reported then?
No crimes reported, no incidents reported, no persons arrested. The organizers stuck to their side of the bargain in terms of what they set out to do and the way that they were going to do it. So even down as to the pace of the march, the start times, they were completely adhered to, the assembly times, the locations, the dispersal, both dispersed, they both engaged throughout. Stewards were present from the organizers at both events. And like I said, the discussion about the messaging, there was no hostile interaction between either side towards each other. So there was no individuals, approaching either side.
The governor's leaving. How does the Royal Gibraltar Police approach that?
So again, different kind of operation, more on the public safety as opposed to the public order side of things. So we have a firearms operation in place, search operation. By that I mean specialist search. A search team will be doing what they normally do around events. Traffic management plan, event policing. So there will be a ceremonial aspect to this event outside the convent. And then there'll be a walkabout as His Excellency bids farewell at different points along the route, culminating with his eventual departure a few hours later.
But I suppose we're expecting the ambiente to be a good one, no? It takes the edge off a little bit.
Yes. But obviously we also need to cater for the disruption to the community and business during that time, which has to be minimal. And obviously we have a wider security counter-terrorism approach to any event that involves participation of the military, essential services. There will be 2 guards of honors and bands. So there'll be a bit of everything within a very tight time frame.